Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say well, well.
Boom, boom, boom. If you want to say well, well. What you know about that? You don't know about
she don't
that.
know
Come
about
on.
that. She wasn't
Well,
outside.
me, I definitely know about that song, but I'm just letting you guys sing.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Mic Check 1212.
What's poppin'?
Episode 11.
Episode 11.
Episode 11. You know, we took a couple weeks off, but we back like hook crack, baby. Yo, I am Wendell B. Jordan alongside
Christina says.
Superstar.
And you already know what it is. Your boy Bands. What's poppin'?
With the bands.
With no bands.
All right, so let's start off with the sad stuff first.
Get it out the way.
Get it out the way. If you haven't heard already, Biz Markie, DJ, beatboxer, the man of Just a Friend, passed away on Sunday? No, Monday.
No,
What's the
it was
exact
Friday.
date?
It was Friday. It was Friday.
Yes, and he was 57. He was already in the hospital for complications.
Type 2 diabetes.
For type 2 diabetes, and it looks like the last few weeks he suffered. So rest in peace to Biz Markie. I am not very privy to his career, so I don't want to speak too much. So if you guys want to just chime in, jump right in, cut me off, you could do that. But I did see that he was doing this really dope like 90s versus 80s decade tour thing. Like he was doing a show where he would blend 80s versus 90s. And there's a clip on his page where he does the Diana Ross I'm Coming Out and blends it with the More Money, More Problems by Bad Boy Records, and that was dope. So I knew that he was always in music. I knew that, you know, he was a pillar in hip hop, but I didn't know too much about him.
Yeah, he was also on Wild and Out too.
He was in an official cast?
Yeah, he was official cast
2
of Wild and
seasons,
Out.
right?
Yeah,
I
for
saw
a
the
couple
clip,
seasons.
but I didn't know he was actually part of the cast. That's crazy.
He was. Beatboxing was crazy.
Yeah.
It was like him and Dougie Fresh was like the two beatboxers with just their mouth pause. That
Why
kid,
is the pause?
it's just in me. But
The pause is in you? Damn. I'm sorry. I shouldn't even be doing this at this time. But wow. Like,
But yeah, he was a great beatboxer. And they used to cut the beat off and let him beatbox during Wild and Out for like how they do like their freestyle improv type thing. And the one thing that a lot of people know him from is Just a Friend, that Mario remade, which is, and he was in the video and shit. So
One of the most iconic songs of all time.
yeah,
Like everybody know. I feel like everybody knows that song, and that song came out what 89.
so
So
I really knew him mainly because of the beatboxing. Like, he'll come out in like videos beatboxing, like old, like, you know, old tapes of hip hop. I used to always see him beatboxing, and he was always like around like the big dudes in the genre. You know, like Big Daddy Kane.
he was embraced.
yeah. Definitely. I'm glad that he had his like affairs in order. He had his money right, so it's like his family isn't gonna be fighting over that type of stuff. So I hate seeing that, like when a bigger artist or somebody who was successful, like
Their
crosses
business
over
is
and their
a
business
mess,
is a mess.
yeah.
So I'm just glad that he had his stuff in order before he left. So rest easy.
Yeah, rest in peace, Biz Markie. We lost an icon, but he left a lot behind. So
He left a good legacy. So
he did. He's definitely, if you are engulfed in the culture, you know who he is. So rest
Definitely,
in
and
peace.
shout outs to Fat Joe.
Oh yes.
Because I was watching on the Breakfast Club. They were saying that he was there like every week or something like
Well,
that.
they said that he called his wife to check on him.
Oh, he called. Okay.
Yeah.
But either way, just checking up on somebody that is, how many people forget to check on someone that's sick. So it's noble of him. You know what I mean? Because he, nobody really has to call anybody, and he took the time out of his day to make the call and see how he was.
And he didn't even do it like for Biz Marquis's attention, because he was not talking to him. He was talking to his wife. So for him, he was really consoling his wife, which is like, that's
he was being a
brother.
friend.
Yeah, that's a brotherly thing to do.
Yeah, I seen a Questlove was talking about Biz, and he was talking about how he had they had this competition of always trying to one up each other. It's like Biz Markie he did this, and so I had to go out and buy this and try to big up on him. He bought a house. I had to go out and buy a bigger house with more land. It was like they always had that friendly competition trying to level up with each other.
Wait, who did you say?
Questlove.
So yeah, he was definitely loved by all the pillars in hip hop. Like so.
This says a lot about you. Like when you go out like that and there's just people just saying, it's kind of like when Nip died. We heard all the great stories about who he was and what he did for people. So I'm not excited for his death, but I am excited to see people honor him, his life, and all the stories that they'll tell. Because now people will start saying, putting up the pictures, exclusive archives and shit like that. It's always cool to see that stuff. So rest in peace, Biz Markie. And speaking of Questlove, did any of you watch Soul Selection?
No,
I didn't.
My gosh.
I'll check it out. I got nothing better else to do at work, so.
It's only if you like old music you'll enjoy it. If not, you won't at all. It'll be boring because they show a lot of music. It's basically a documentary. Questlove put it together. It's a documentary about this music festival that was set in Harlem, and then it like disappeared. It became like a myth. And Woodstock was like a week after or the same week. Woodstock was like the big festival that, thousands of people.
Oh, it was the Black Woodstock.
Kind of.
It was the Black Woodstock. Yeah, I seen it. I seen the clips of it. Now that you're talking about it, I seen the clips of it. I just haven't clicked it to actually watch it. I'll watch it tomorrow when I'm at work.
It was in 1969. And it's just amazing that like he let people that went there that are still alive, and they're like obviously older, and they're seeing the footage of this festival for the first time. It's so beautiful. I loved it. It was so, I'm only halfway, but so far so good. And you get to see like all the big stars when they were younger, like Stevie Wonder, Nina Simone, all the gospel artists that were big at the time.
Did Stevie Wonder have his glasses on like he was blind, or could he see?
He was faking it per usual.
Yeah, all right, cool.
And he was playing the drums. He was going.
Yo, that'll be the craziest plot twist.
If he's not, he FaceTimes everyone he calls. You know that?
Yeah, but you can still do that if you're blind.
I know,
Yeah,
but
why are you FaceTiming that? Is the point?
So they can see your face, though. You're aware that other people are looking at you.
He can't see them, so supposedly.
It's a selfless move. You're being welcoming to the other person instead of just calling everybody.
Funny that
just give it up. Just give it up.
No,
so funny.
It'd be crazy if he comes out one day and he says,
"Gotcha, bitch."
Yeah, literally, that'd be hilarious. That'll go down as the best prank ever.
Do you think he'll go to jail?
No.
Nah,
is that like
won't.
fraud?
Well, if is he getting disability?
I doubt it. I doubt it.
He's
rich.
How do you know? He could have been getting disability when he was
probably
younger.
be using that discount code at the Newport Creamery. You don't know that. That 10%.
No, that's the senior citizens discount.
Stevie Wonder at a Newport Creamery. That would be crazy.
Yo, I would cry.
Has he ever came to Rhode Island?
You get an awful.
I don't know. Get an awful.
Talking about awful. I want one.
It's buy one, get one.
It's buy one
Mondays.
on Mondays. Awful Mondays.
We used to stay doing that at work. Good
and then they got rid of it at the mall. So
people are always getting rid of the good stuff. But anyway.
Speaking about good stuff.
The versus battle. I know it's old, so don't kill us, but we have to talk about it. I'm putting versus TV versus the Keith Sweat,
Bobby Brown,
and Bobby Brown. Who y'all got? That's the wrong
who do we have?
Yeah.
Well, I had Bobby Brown.
I definitely had Bobby Brown.
I had Bobby Brown, and I was very mistaken.
I mean, it's surprising sometimes when these artists come up and do these versus battles because you forget some of their catalog. Some of it I've never heard.
Yeah, I didn't hear a lot of Keith Sweat's
You
music.
know what I mean? And just like I knew Keith Sweat was a big star. I just didn't think that he could beat Bobby Brown.
I personally thought Bobby was gonna play some, like his track list was
More
off.
New
Yeah,
Edition.
yeah, he didn't play too much, but then Keith Sweat just kept hammering him, and then he hit him with
Played it right.
and then he hit him with the Drake little twist thing where Drake was
yeah.
like, I'm the light skinned Keith Sweat, and then it changed
Forever.
to he just got him.
Yeah, that was dope. For me, you know what's funny? I was watching it the other way. I was like, I like Keith Sweat. I like the antics. I'm loving the antics. He controlled the show, and he's the one that can still sing a little better because they both sound trash, but he sounds the better of the two. And so I like that he put on a good show. But for me, I had Bobby Brown winning the first half. For me, it was close. I had 10, was it? I forgot what was the score. I had it written down here, but I still do the scoring. That's the fun part for me. And to me, Bobby Brown almost had it. Like, it was a close fight. It wasn't like he was
like Vin
blown.
Diesel says, it doesn't matter if you win by a quarter mile or
It was an inch or a mile.
Inch or a mile. You're right.
God.
You're right. I should know that one by heart.
Well, you're the car
but-
guy, one, and two, there's been like 12 Fast and the Furious, so I kind of forgive you if you forget what he said in the first one.
But you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter if,
Yes, almost
winning
doesn't
is
count.
winning.
We get it. But still, like, it wasn't a wash. People were like, oh,
I-
Keith Sweat blew him. Like, no, he didn't.
if anything, I was more surprised because I thought that he was going to get washed by Bobby Brown.
I didn't think it was going to be a wash, though, because if you think about it, Bobby Brown's career was not even long. I thought he was going to use all of New Edition. And then there were some songs he didn't use. Like, he didn't use Living It Up with Ja Rule.
Yeah, he did.
He did?
Yeah.
I don't
played in
remember.
the first 10. He played in the first 10.
Are you sure?
Yes, he did.
Let's see. Like, there was just some joints, too, that I didn't hear by Keith Sweat, and I didn't like either. Like, I was like, I never heard this, but it's trash.
I like
Not trash, but...
Yeah, because it was New Jack Swing. So
I like the New Jack Swing stuff.
So, like, the New Jack Swing stuff, like, I like.
Like, Just Got
Love it
Paid.
right there.
Just got paid.
That's not the same song.
Friday night.
With Ja Rule, yes, it is.
No, that's even though you're getting
Doug Lovin'.
Doug Lovin'. That's not the song I was singing. Everybody that be living it up. You said what? Oh, that's not him.
That's not
Case.
Ja Rule.
Wow.
That's not
Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown.
Y'all all messed up.
No,
So Bobby Brown's catalog is really slim.
Wow. She's disrespecting the God, man.
No.
He's still who he is.
Outside of the New Edition, he doesn't have like a crazy
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
catalog.
It was
But
his performance.
He does have a very good catalog for Bobby Brown himself.
It was it's Bobby Brown's performance is what really got people.
I mean, yes,
and
he
now
was very
he
entertaining.
can't do what he was doing back in the 80s, early 90s. Like, he can't do that.
Not only that, but he just doesn't have like a long solo career. He has a good catalog, but it's not long. That's all. But you're right. I mean, he's iconic. He's a legend.
They're both very good artists.
They are. They're good. And they both are pioneers.
Whoever was fans of either, came out winning.
Yeah.
I believe,
I
just
still
because
think we need a new
You
edition.
know,
good
Keith Sweat
music.
was acting up.
Yeah, he was, as he should have.
Mm-hmm. He felt like he was getting slighted a little bit, so he had to show up. So
That's crazy, though. I also feel like he manipulated it because he kept telling him, don't you go playing them songs. And then every time he would play a New Edition song, he'd say he was cheating.
Yeah, but he would play a, what's the group that,
Guy? Is it Guy?
No, he was in a group. It was 3 guys.
Yeah, that's
Keith
the name of the group.
Sweat,
It's
Gerald
Guys, yeah.
Levert, and
I'm looking it up
LSG.
right now.
Wait,
LSG.
Yeah, LSG.
He did just got paid, right?
He wrote Just Got Paid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that was Sean Kemp.
John
that,
Kemp. Is it a John?
I think it's Sean Kemp that did the actual song?
Johnny Kemp.
Oh.
Who is Sean Kemp?
Sean Kemp is a basketball player. So I was trying to figure out when did Sean Kemp sing a song.
Like he made music.
I'm trying to figure
That's
that
my
out.
fault. I knew it was a Kemp.
I'm
I
sitting
knew it
here
was
like,
someone
when
with
did Rain Man,
glasses.
the Rain Man from the
You're like,
Supersonics?
that's crazy. He did music too.
I'm like, wait.
That's my bad.
That's funny. But yeah, it was a good battle nonetheless. And now we have Dipset versus The Lox. Ding, ding, ding.
All right,
I'll wait
claim
for
your
my
stakes
take.
now.
I'll let y'all.
Claim your stakes now.
Oh
The
my
Lox. The Lox is washing.
Okay. This is my thing. Because the same reason that Keith Sweat won is the same reason why Dipset's going to win. Dipset is going to show up. They're going to put on the show. They're going to come in their gear. This is my prediction. I don't know. They're going to come in their gear. They're going to come in full Dipset. And Dipset was a movement. They changed fashion
It was a
2-3
pillar in the
times
culture.
over. Exactly.
For sure.
Their impact is more, I don't want to say more. I want to say it was more relevant.
Yeah, but Versus is not about what you bring to the culture. It's about the hits.
Yes,
Okay.
it is about the hits, but at the same time, their hits have more impact, is my point.
Nah.
Now, if you want to talk about, if this was a lyrical battle, then the Lox would easily
I'm gonna let
take
you
that.
say your
All right,
piece because
let me-
I disagree.
let me speak.
But
Yeah, it's my
Let me
opinion.
speak.
What the hell?
As an honorary member of the diplomatic,
What? No, get out of
Family.
here. Get him out
as
of
a
here. Do we have
diplomatic family,
We need the button that Jim uses. Get the fuck out of here.
yeah, I think Dipset's gonna win. I think Dipset's gonna win. They have more anthem tracks. Like you have your All About the Benjamins. Like the lots, they can go
which
on.
is
They can
unbeatable.
They can go on a run.
What
They
track?
can go on a run. But you're gonna get. It's gonna be a hard time when you get. I'm ready. You get stuck in a knot. You get balling. You
You could even go crazy
You can
and say,
get-
No,
boy,
you're bugging.
you get
bugging.
Hey Ma. You can get all
Bugging.
those.
that's a point. Hey, Ma is a point.
Hey Ma is a point.
When
Hey
the
Ma is a
Lox
point.
when the
But-
Lox does Honey with Mariah Carey.
Dipset's, that's one of his, to me, not a weak verse, but one of his weakest
But
features.
still, the level of hit. We're not talking about the lyrics.
Yeah, but just because it's
No.
because he
Versus
worked with the
is not
legendary
about-
Mariah Carey doesn't mean that it's gonna be the Hey
Versus
Ma.
is not about the
Hey Ma-
lyrics.
Hey Ma
it's
is
about
gonna be-
the
Hey Ma is
level
gonna be
of
Honey.
Impact.
It's the impact. Okay, 24 hours to live. What are you playing against that?
I'm
Let's
ready
be
against
honest.
that.
All About the Benjamins. What are you playing with that?
Diplomatic immunity.
Rough Rider Anthem. The remix. You
Rough
ain't-
Rider Anthem is not his song. It's not their song.
But still, they're on it. The
They're
remix,
on
they're on
They can
it.
use it.
So they can use
remix.
it.
The remix they
It
can
don't
use.
matter.
Okay.
The remix was just
to
as
New York.
big as.
Welcome to New York.
Oh my gosh, you guys have
What are you playing to Welcome to New York? Who do you got? What do you got? Yeah,
got-
shut up.
Nah, you can play. Welcome to New York. Welcome
First
to
of
New
all-
York. You can play any Jadakiss.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, any Jadakiss? Are you,
You can-
fucking
you
out of
can
your
throw-
fucking mind?
You could throw.
And Jada already kind of did a versus.
Jada did a verse. He showed his hand already.
Come on.
He didn't kind of, yes, he all did. But
You,
then
you gotta remember
you gotta remember solo careers too.
anything with Biggie they could throw on there.
Anything? They didn't do everything with Biggie. What are you talking about?
We'll always love Big
they-
Papa.
Like they're not throwing Hypnotize up there. Like what are you talking about?
I'm just saying that.
Aren't they on that song?
No.
Big Papa? No?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, Big Papa. I thought you were talking about Hypnotize. I said Hypnotize.
Nah, but either way, you got five songs that they can't beat.
Okay.
I'm putting out this.
What is Dipset
They
playing
can't-
against Family Affair?
Oh, yes.
I don't even. Are they even gonna play a game like that?
Wait a minute.
If they play Family Affair, what is Dipset gonna throw on there?
Here's a question I got to you.
No.
Here's a
Answer my
question I got to
question.
you.
Don't rebuttal me with a question. What is Dipset gonna play if they play Family Affair, Mary J. Blige, Jadakiss?
You have
You thought
you
too
have
much.
no
You thought too
because
much.
I'm trying to think
You're not gonna find a track
because
that could go
I'm
against
tr-
it.
I'm trying to think because it's
Family Affair, like, let's get it. Nobody likes that remix, bro. Nobody likes
they're
that
not playing
remix.
it.
What are you talking about?
They're not playing it. Jada didn't even play it in his 20.
They're not. They can't play
What do you think he's gonna play it in this 20?
I hated that remix.
Yo, Family Affair was a huge song. What
Yeah, the original
with Jada and Fab.
What? I never even heard that.
The radio only played the remix.
No, they didn't.
I never heard that song on the radio.
Okay.
Look,
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you this one question. Just one question only.
Okay.
Ballin' versus I Get High.
I Get High.
That's tough.
That's like
I love balling, but I Get High. We still listen to it.
I got
Okay.
balling only because
You're not playing balling today in the club.
What?
You are not playing. You're not playing
Oh, I
ball
try
in
so
the
hard
club.
not to yell in the microphone. You're crazy. That song is going up in the club.
Right now, because the resurgence of the battle.
No,
but,
no. You know,
But-
Ballin actually won a fucking football team a Super Bowl. What are you talking about?
Not only that, but people.
Ballin was a movement.
The lyrics are so memorable.
I Get High as a culture.
So,
I Get High as a whole culture behind it. What are we talking
but nobody's
about?
listening to all 3 verses on that song.
They listen to the chorus and say that's it.
Okay. But what I'm saying is,
What are you saying?
I Get High. For me personally,
It's a classic song. We're not taking away anything from the lot.
what is Dipset playing against All About the Benjamins?
Nothing. They're
would
gonna
have,
lose.
Yeah, they would.
24 hours
It
to
would
live.
have to be all right.
24
24 hours to live or a Dipset anthem. You heard exactly what I said.
24 hours to live. What are you talking about?
Mighty D Block versus Dipset anthem.
But they can't play that
Why not?
because J Hood was dragging his fucking D Block chain. They can't fucking play that song.
They
They
can't
can't
play
fucking
it.
play that song. J Hood's on it. They can't play that shit. They can't play
They
anything.
can't play Welcome to New York then.
Why not?
Because
No, I'm
they were
saying-
beefing.
No.
Jay-Z and Cam.
Yeah, they squashed that already though.
But still.
But they can't. They can't
J
play.
Hood and,
No,
and-
J Hood did
The
not
Locks.
squash it with the locks.
J
Hood is still dragging his D Block chain. He's still dragging his D Block chain right now. It probably just says a block.
Whatever,
Oh
but
boy. Well, they could play Oh Boy.
Yeah, like
get out of here.
it's like all right. Here's
Jenny
how
from the Block.
Here's how I'm scoring it. I'm scoring it this way.
You think
Whatever
he's gonna play
Locks
Jenny from the
plays-
Block?
They could play Jenny from the Block.
He's
That
not
was
gonna play that.
But that was a big hit. What are we talking about? We're talking about
you
lyrics
know how
or
many?
hits.
You know how many people in the black community hate Jennifer Lopez? He's not playing that. It's not gonna impact against a Dipset
You know,
song.
here's-
He could
here's-
play Oh Boy and then beat that
Get 'em,
out the water.
girl.
That's the easy one.
Losing weight, man.
Oh boy, you could do
They're not even gonna play Horse and Carriage. I guarantee it. And that's one of his biggest hits. That's what broke Cameron to mainstream.
that is a good record.
And they're not even gonna play that because they have so many
That is
fucking
a
hits.
very good record. They ain't playing nothing.
Listen, they got songs.
But what impactful? Tell me Dipset's impactful songs and
You just named a whole
hits.
bunch.
I just named a whole bunch, bro.
You just said oh boy. You said
I said, oh boy. I said Dipset
Play
anthem.
Get 'em Daddy. Ooh.
Get 'em Daddy's good, but it's not big.
I'd say Ballin' is another one.
Okay.
You have Santana Town.
Santana Town, okay.
You got what's the other joint that?
That's
No,
Hey Ma?
there was
that's about it.
Hey Ma's. Hey Ma also came out when like you got what's the other? I'm blanking. It was on Dipset.
It's a lot
It
of
was on the
music.
fucking first Dipset
Yo.
album, but I'm blanking on it right now.
Can you run the locks list now and go down that list? I guarantee you'll find way more songs.
Look, the truth of the matter is
It's gonna be a great night for hip
it's
hop.
gonna be a great
Yes.
night. It's the perfect
Absolutely.
match. To me, this is one of the best matches
Blackout, like
ever.
what is touching on the Dipset roster? Blackout.
We'll find out.
Money, power, respect.
Come on, like
That don't
you
hit. That
playing
don't
with
hit
me.
that. That's not gonna hit hard in the verse.
Money, power,
It's
respect.
not. It's not.
That song is
That's-
classic, but not for a verse.
It's not gonna hit hard. Like
It-
like you Wild Out. I get it because
I
Wild
think
Out's
you're
a dope.
going based off lyrics here.
No, I'm going based
He's
on
going
hits.
based off his own bias right now.
Yeah.
He was not wearing the
because
oversized t-shirts
I-
back then.
I like Dipset.
He wasn't
but,
wearing the pink
But
back
you got to
then.
remember. You
The
got to
skinnies with
remember.
the chain.
Nah, you got to remember. Dipset.
He didn't put a
whole
bandana around his
generation-
head.
Nah, listen to what I'm saying. The Lox had a whole career before Dipset was out.
Yeah, and he was getting robbed by Diddy.
It don't matter. Like, I'm not talking about the politics. I'm talking about the track listing. They have an advantage regardless.
Yeah, because they was on one of the greatest rap labels around. But then,
Can't stop, won't stop.
But then,
Sorry.
Dipset was on the greatest rap label of all time, and they took over the world.
Okay.
They made Lil Wayne come up and rob their style. Like, and then he was running around saying he was the greatest rapper of all time.
All the niggas in the South Side wanted to be Dipset.
Like,
Of course, everybody wanted to. And I'm not saying that they didn't have that impact. What I'm saying is the Lox is a different type of beast.
They're great. They're iconic. They're classic. What they did for hip hop, nothing, nobody, no battle could take away from them. What we're gonna see is their catalog on a spread like a charcuterie board.
No,
it's gonna be beautiful and
they
delicious.
go solo, they throw in some solos.
They do 5 solos a piece. They're doing 5 solos a piece.
What are they playing to Locked Up? If they go Locked Up,
It depends on who's.
What
going.
are they throwing out there for Locked Up?
It's giving me Jim Jones.
Jim Jones, what? Certified Gangsters?
Certified Gangsters.
Summer Night in Miami? They ain't touching
Certified Gangsters. Are you kidding me?
We were all around when Locked Up came out.
I was around when Certified Gangsters came out. I was outside, bro.
I was outside too, and that's not what I'm saying. The level of hit is way different. If we're measuring
I would not play Summer Miami in this battle.
If we're measuring hits, Locked Up versus almost any song that Dipset has is on a different level. Suck it or not.
Oh, why not?
If you
I have a real question. You think Jadakiss is gonna come with a baldy, or is he still gonna have his little Caesar?
No, he's gonna have the Caesar.
Nah, he needs to come with the baldy for the culture.
You think he could grow his hair back? You think he's bald by choice?
That's what he said.
I mean, we don't know.
He said that. He said he grew his hair out. He said he grew his hair back.
That's
he said that somebody.
hilarious.
He said his son said he was bald by choice.
Wow, I have to see this for myself. I don't even remember him with hair. Oh yeah, he does have hair.
He has a Caesar.
Is that he wears hats all the time? That's true. I remember him with hair now.
Right there. Boom. It was funny ass lineup.
Nah, that lineup is crazy.
That's probably why he kept it low.
Nah, he was bald. He had a baldy for his whole career until I want to say 5 years ago.
Bald right there. That's crazy. Wow. Okay.
He need to come with the baldy. But all right. So you talking about solos. So what is Sheik gonna play then? If we're gonna talk about solos, because Sheik don't got shit.
But Jada himself could go against all three Dipset, and his catalog would.
That's debatable.
That's a fact. Jada can go against all three Dipset members and have more hits than
like a
all
Jada
three
versus
of them.
Jim.
No, like all of them together. Like
not
legit.
Just being cocky.
No, I'm telling you raw facts.
I don't know. I can't debate that.
I love
because
Dipset,
Jadakiss'
but
catalog is great.
Jadakiss has one of the best catalogs in the game all time.
Lyrically.
No, he has a good catalog. But I'm just saying it's the Lox versus Dipset. So I would want to see what
it's a great debate.
I say lyrically because this is if we're going based off impact, Jadakiss hasn't had the glorious, luxurious, mainstream, most commercial career. He just hasn't. So when you put him against somebody like Fab, for example, who DJ fucked it all up. Fab
DJ
was supposed to win that.
Fucking horrible.
But what I'm saying is like putting up Fab versus Jadakiss, for me, Fab is a little bit more mainstream than Jadakiss is. So people are going to be biased with what they know, what's being played, what's been more impactful. That's with Dipset. Dipset has been more impactful. Their career is louder. It's just
but
it's
the Lox has a lot of those loud anthems too.
Yeah, but they're not mainstream.
Knock Yourself Out. You got a lot.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All I can say, there's a handicap already.
We'll see in a couple
weeks. Which is the Lox has 6 songs that I can say there's nothing on the Dipset roster that can touch him.
I mean, well, Swiss and Timbaland put them against each other for a reason because they're both capable at being in this. They're both capable of battling. Period. Like they're who they are for a reason. So it's gonna be interesting to see. I just hate that we have to wait 2 weeks.
Yeah, I would actually wanted to see Dipset versus Unit, but
that would have been a better matchup.
But we
that
had
would have
this
been a way
conversation
better
already.
matchup.
All right. Well, in recent news, 50 Cent chose Lil' Kim at the BET Awards. You know what's crazy? Because I was trolling her too on Spark Up. I was talking about the banging. She had these everybody was making fun of her, but
Oh, did you see
That's not the
50's new show?
I don't watch any of them, so I can't. I don't understand the storyline.
It was actually pretty good for the first. I thought it was gonna be more of Get Rich or Die Trying, like the backstory, like his childhood, but it was actually pretty good. So
I've watched at least 6 or 7 50 Cent movies, and they all have been good. 50 Cent
I like the football one.
was made
The
for
football
this.
one was actually
what
very
football
good.
one?
Where he was sick with cancer.
Oh, I didn't see that.
That was
the
actually
one where he lost
a very
mad weight.
good movie. Like,
Yeah,
I think it won like the homie one of the awards for movies.
No. Who would have heard about it?
It won something.
Well, he was. This is very old. I don't know why you put this on the list, but
you had it on there. This is from when you wrote it.
oh, you should have deleted it. Okay, then I don't want to talk about this. He was making fun of Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim clapped back and said, "You're just mad because I didn't fuck you when you wanted me to fuck you," and that was it.
That's lame.
Yeah,
On
50
both
Cent is
ends.
lame. He's been outside. I think he's gonna drop something. Something tells me the music bug bit him.
You know something that's really lame of both of them.
Well, 50 starts
That's
stuff
like-
just to promote stuff. So
Yeah,
The
yeah.
show was
like he
coming
been
out.
outside.
the show was coming out, so I think that's what he was
And that
promoting.
tweet, that weird ass tweet he put about like when you take them under your wing or something like that. Well, he was talking about somebody, and he said that he's gonna. Who was he talking about? He was comparing somebody to Pop Smoke, and he was like, "I wanted to do the same thing with
The
Pop."
baby. He was talking about the baby.
The baby. He took the baby under his wing, apparently. So, I don't know. Hopefully, that means better music. Because
Hopefully, the baby has a different flow.
Right.
And
Yeah. So, whatever 50 Cent is doing, I hope it turns out. Whatever the product is, I hope it turns out good. So, congratulations, 50 Cent. You're always up to no good on the internet, but your career is booming. It's so contradicting. But yeah.
He knows the value of being in the headlines.
yeah, he knows how to
It's free
start
promotion.
shit.
Well, in Better Light, we have Storm Ford, who is a singer artist from Providence, Rhode Island.
Storm.
Home
Storm
team.
Ford
Go.
got signed to what is it, LVRN or is it Levern?
No, LVRN.
LVRN and Warner Chapel. So I saw on her Instagram story that she also was accepted into the writing camp for Issa Rae. So we'll probably hear her or see some of her pen on the season 5 of Insecure. So congratulations to Storm Ford, who is out here. Be on the lookout for her. You could look up her music on YouTube, Spotify, anywhere you find music, and hear her beautiful voice. And I am proud to say that I saw her before the fame and the riches came along, and I'm just so happy for her. She's also just like a sweet person. Like she's just a
Absolutely.
nice person.
Yeah.
And I hope that the industry does not chew her up and eat her alive. And I wish her the best.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
She's going
Storm.
to a dope team right now. Has Summer Walker, Black. They just signed West Side Boogie on that too. Yeah, so
That's nice. Oh wait, yes, Justice was the one that discovered her.
Justice is the, I don't know if he's like
Founder and head of
yeah.
an A&R. Yeah, he was having like this singing competition on Instagram Live during the pandemic, and she was one of the people.
Contestants.
Yeah, and he was like blown away. She actually has the video, I think, on her IG, or did I see it somewhere else?
I mean,
I
but
seen it
how
on
can
IG.
you not get blown away?
She's great. She's
Yeah, by the storm.
Like, Literally, the first time I seen her was.
I was about to say, if I didn't get no props to that.
Yeah. Black and Shelly?
I just said that.
Whoa, you said that?
Yes.
I
didn't say Shelly. I said Black, Summer Walker, and Westside Boogie.
Wow, that's incredible. Well, she's in the perfect place.
And she's gonna thrive.
She's gonna thrive.
Yeah. She's gonna thrive. Like I remember watching her and just being like, "Damn, this girl's amazing." Mm-hmm. I think I even called you after the show and told you like, "Yo,
she's incredible." I saw her at Chip's show. When the R&B one that he had, I forgot what it's called.
Rach was there.
Yes.
Yeah,
it was so T Dyer. Incredible. It was such a good show. So congratulations, Storm 4. You did it. It's just the beginning, though. It's just the beginning.
One time for the home team.
I hear Grammy. I hear
absolutely
BET Award. I hear
absolutely.
I hear that. I hear a great album coming.
Oh yeah, I want that really bad. It'll probably happen after Insecure, because sometimes when you like are involved with something that's under contract. So, but I'm sure whatever it is, Justice got it all under control, because all the artists on that label are doing amazing and putting good music out.
Yeah, they don't put out flops. So
yeah, at all. So yay! Maybe we'll hear a Stormford and Summer Walker. Ooh, that'd be so good.
That'd be fire.
Stormford and Black.
Oh, or even be in my
or even her pen behind one of those artists.
That too. That
her pen is amazing.
She's great. All right. And speaking of R&B, Brent Faiyaz and the Drake song came out 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
That's how long it's been since we recorded.
2 weeks ago. What do you guys think about the single? Is it some song of the summer?
I don't think it's song of the summer, but it's very toxic.
I haven't even played it.
You haven't played it?
Nah, I don't like it. It's a no for me, dog.
It's very toxic.
I mean, it's Brent Faiyaz. What else can you expect from him?
It's cool for me.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's not. It didn't move me like
at all.
Wow, this is amazing.
Nah,
but I would say it's a good track.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Like I could listen to it.
Drake did a good job on his verse.
I like it, but it's slow, but it's very toxic. Yeah, it's very toxic.
I mean,
Let's
also
see what you mean by toxic. Let's see what
to respond to what you said. When isn't Drake's verse so like on
You're
point?
Right. That's a good question.
Like I want to ask the Drake hater in the room. Let's talk about
you heard Scorpion?
You're a big Drake hater.
Yo, why do you hate that album?
Have you heard Views? Have you heard More Life?
Yes.
Revisit those.
Revisit those, and you'll be like, "Wow, this guy is amazing."
He's
like him or hate him, you got to give Drake his flowers.
I do give him his flowers.
Listen,
on certain on shit that I like, I give him his flowers.
Drake's been shooting at least a 60% on every at least.
That's low.
That's high. You know why? Because if you have 20 songs and out of 20 songs you're making 13 to 14 good songs on that project, you won.
60?
No, you didn't.
Yes, you have.
No, you didn't.
Name.
That's not winning. That's not winning. Hold on, you're making him look bad.
No, I'm just saying.
Thank you.
No.
Wait, what is he talking about?
No. Listen to what I'm saying. If you have 14 out of 20 songs, you're winning because more than half of the album is great.
Okay.
How many other artists put a full album and you're like,
and I don't put them as
that was amazing,
as high as people put.
When was the last time you got that?
I have him at an 85, not even 95%. Honestly, you're putting him at a 60. That's terrible. That's failing. Almost. That's a D.
No. You're thinking about grades. I'm saying like song percentage.
Yeah, that's still low.
An album is not.
That's closer to 50 than it is to 100.
No, that's not how I grade it.
Okay, if you do this, so you have 20 songs, you have you have 20 questions on the test, and you got 14 right. You think you passing?
Absolutely.
That's a D. Like I said, you're barely making it. You're calling Drake right now mid.
I'm not calling him mid. You don't.
You're saying
when
he
it comes
doesn't
to
have a
music,
complete
you don't
album.
grade music like grades in school.
Okay, but you're saying that he doesn't have
20
a full grade.
out of 20 songs, you get
Yes, I heard you
that's
start
a
repeating
seven.
yourself.
That's a
Out of 20
70%.
songs, you get 14 that you're shooting better than a lot of people in the game.
Okay, and then you don't. But people don't put those same people on the same pedestal as they put Drake.
That's why Drake is where he is.
Yeah, but if
That's why Drake makes what he makes is because he shoots.
but why you
he shoots at a better
down.
percentage.
Calm down.
God,
Okay.
I
this
just
is a
want to
terrible
know,
percentage.
like, you know, like, and I used to do the same thing. Oh, Drake this, Drake that, but I can't deny his greatness. I can't. And I want to know from the Drake haters what's up with the Drake hate.
Okay, can I speak now?
Yes, I'm gonna
After you
allow you.
repeated yourself a million times.
Yeah. You calm down. Let me speak. So
He was born on
my
October
thing
25th,
is,
the best day ever. I just wanted to put that out there. Go ahead.
what'd you say?
Nothing.
My issue with Aubrey is
Now you gotta call him by his name too.
that's what his mother calls him. I'm gonna call Aubrey. The fuck? So he hasn't had a great album. Like, he has great singles. He has great singles, hit singles, shit that will pop and like shit like that. Like, I like Scary Hours too. I like 2 or 3 tracks on it. Like, I don't play that first one. What's
It's
that?
not an album though.
What's next? Scorpion. There's a hand. Like, if he would have put this on one
March
album,
14th.
like if he would have condensed this to one album and not did, what was it 26 tracks on this, 25 tracks? If he would have put
Don't
it
matter
to,
to me with
if he would
Michael
have put
Jackson.
it to, if he would have put it to 10 tracks, it would have been a classic
In my
because you would have
feelings.
picked the top 10. The top 10 tracks on it.
Blue Tint.
You talking crazy,
The top
bro.
10 tracks.
Ratchet
Scorpio
Happy
was
Birthday.
Let me
a
finish.
banger of
Let
a
me finish
project.
talking. So if he would have put it to 10 tracks,
Nice for
he would have had a classic
Jaded.
album. Same thing with More Life. More Life, I don't fuck with Mans, so I can't get with
Mans. Why are you so angry?
I can't get with that whole
Free Smoke. Yo,
I can't
Passion fruit.
every single song on this album is a banger.
You're not listening to what I just
That's
said.
why my question is like,
It sounds like rah rah to me.
You're not listening to what I said. So Portland is a fire track.
The one with Quavo and Travis Scott, that's not a bad track.
I asked you if it's a fire track.
I like it.
Lose You is a
I like
classic
them
track.
all.
KFT is a
don't-
fire.
there's no
You said
skip.
you said
KFT with
you
Gigs
said
is a
there's
good song.
you said there's a fire. There's fire all over this album.
There's no skip for me on this album.
I don't listen to Mans, so I can't listen to Mans. I can't listen to Mans.
What? This is a banger.
I can't listen to Mans. And then Views, he overhyped it because I was supposed to be his breakout track. Like, Views is not a bad album. It's not a bad album. But I'm saying, he has great singles.
I'm
Like,
waiting
he
for
has
you to
good
give me
singles.
a solid, concise
I don't see a skip here either.
reason
Well,
why.
feels
You're
no
still
way.
not giving me a concise reason.
I just said he doesn't make great albums, in my opinion.
So
If he
that's why you don't
condensed-
like him?
I never said I don't like Aubrey. I said he doesn't give you a great album. Like, his only out of all of his albums, he only has one classic album.
So
But yet he's still on the same pedestal as all these other great artists who
Okay.
puts out multiple classic albums.
Now, hold on.
Like-
Let me say something. Strip away the production, strip away the classics, strip away the hits, the accolades. Bar for bar, Drake is one of those guys. Bar for bar, just
is a
bar
fact.
for bar.
Yeah, he's a
When
good
has Drake
artist.
ever had a whack verse? When? Never.
He had a couple whack verses.
Which one?
He had a couple whack verses.
I can't name one.
He had a couple.
There's
can't
some
name
that
one.
I don't like.
Don't
get me wrong.
So
There's
they would be
songs
whack.
I don't like.
But
Yeah,
you know what I
there's
mean.
songs
But
that
it's
I
not a
don't
whack.
like either.
Like, you know, his
But it
delivery
could
is
be.
always on
But
point.
like I said, music is subjective. I could think they're whack. You
You
could think it's
always
hot.
say that when it don't go your way.
Because it is subjective. Because it is subjective.
Listen, at the end of the day, I want to know where
not
the
for me.
hate is. Like,
It's
you
not
know,
for me.
You know, I'm gonna start
So then
questioning.
just say that.
I just said that.
You know, I'm gonna start questioning everybody that
I love
that
this Drake
hates on
this
man
Drake and
because of
Brett
that.
song.
Okay, let's move on, please. We will do this forever. All right, so Pop Smoke's posthumous album was released this last Friday. What do we think about it?
They could have kept it.
Vince? I'm only
It's-
laughing because it's such a shame.
You know, I'm not gonna go his route. I'm gonna tell you my real. I think it's not a terrible album.
It's not terrible.
Could have been better produced. It could have been the track listing could have been shuffled around to make it feel better. However, what I do say about this album, you could see the change in his music, where he was going, what direction he was going in.
I mean, we saw that in the other one too, though.
Yeah, but this is like Pop Smoke, Dua Lipa. Like, who would have thought of that combination?
But do you think that song was already done?
It's a cool song. It's not.
No, but I'm saying, do you think that was done before he passed or after, or they just said Dua
a lot
Lipa
of it
drop
was, I think.
Yeah, so do we even know that this was supposed to be a Dua Lipa record?
Or this was just a song that the label was like, oh, let's just throw her on that.
I want to say that it feels like it. I don't know, because obviously we're not behind the production side. But it's a good song. I could hear this playing on Jammin' 94.5.
Anyway, really.
You're going to hear a lot of these songs played on, like, Top 40
or even
radio. But it's, like, as the album, they could have kept it. Like, it wasn't as a posthumous album. It's not something that you want to, this album is not the one that you wanted to be left on that last foot. Because it seems like they're running out of his verses now. And like, if they left us with his last album and that was it, I think his legacy would have been held in a higher regard.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. This album felt more like desperation. Like, how do we keep his legacy alive? Let's get all these verses. All this. I don't even think it's about the money, honestly. I mean, money helps and it's the cherry on top, of course. But I think it feels like they scrambled. Like, how do we let's put this verse. I even heard a verse that I heard before. Like, they reused a verse. So, I don't know. It just felt forced. Like, it didn't feel as natural. To me, the last album is going to be a classic. Mm-hmm. Like, every single song on there is a banger. And you could just tell, like, he was going to be one of them guys that was going to last a long time in the game. And then this album tells me the same thing, but as far as like an album, it didn't feel like an album. It just felt like a mixtape. Like, they just put a bunch of songs together.
I agree with you on that.
And Pop Smoke is not a terrible rapper, so of course it wasn't trash. But at the same time, it just didn't feel natural. Like,
I'll
it
be
didn't,
honest.
Felt weird.
Yeah, the tracks that I liked the least were the ones with Kanye West and Pusha T.
Really? I loved the Dreams verse on that. Bridge.
I thought both of the songs that Pusha T's on was...
Pusha T's verse was on the...
Like, there was no effort.
Tyler Perry. What did you say?
How Tyler, like, you know what I mean? Like, on an album like this, I felt like, you haven't really dropped anything.
He's
now,
going
now,
to.
Now, let me insert the Drake, because, he did this Drake on this track.
You think he's dissing Drake?
Yeah, he's definitely dissing Drake.
He's in the studio with both Neptunes, right?
It don't matter who he's in the studio with.
I'm just saying,
his verse was subpar. For Pusha T, his verse was subpar.
I think it was a throwaway.
Nah. You haven't dropped nothing. You come to this Drake with that lean.
The verse was
Come on,
the first line in the verse is stupid.
Like, that's my thing. Like, and people are still gonna brush that off. Like, Pusha T's verse was not whack, and then we go back to the Drake.
Well, I haven't heard anyone say that
Pusha
it's good.
T beef and picking sides and stuff like that. Right now, Drake's looking like he's running laps around Pusha T, and I know people I'm gonna get the slander for it, but am I lying?
No,
let's be honest.
Well, the
load up the
Drake.
Come on.
Load up the Drake.
Load up the Drake. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come with your bars if you're gonna come with that measly verse. Like, who wants to listen to that? Throw that shit away.
Tyler got the album of the year for now.
Yeah.
Come Pop about to drop.
And then you put the pressure on the album too? Like, what are we talking about?
He writes better bars for Kanye. This is crazy.
Maybe that was a Kanye verse that he just Kanye didn't want.
Nah, come on. Like, Pusha, you could have done way better. Like, if anything, and I love Pusha T, but this is
A no for you.
this is a hell no for me.
God damn.
Throw that shit. Hell to the nah.
Oh my god.
Throw that shit away.
All right.
This is gonna be the.
I like the one with Rick Ross.
That,
I like
that
the
was a
one
good
with
track.
21 Savage and 42 or 42 Doug.
I don't like this album.
There's good songs on there.
It is. It's
Will
good
I go back
songs.
to it?
No, I'll go back to a couple of tracks.
I'll
but
go back to a few tracks.
a couple of tracks, but as an overall project, they could have kept this shit.
And what was up with his mom saying, I know when you saw the title Faith, you thought it was a gospel album. Like, Ma, nobody
No.
thought that.
Pop Smoke was not about to sing a gospel
You know,
album.
she had to make the song good. You know,
Nah, somebody wrote
I
that
do
for her.
I do enjoy how his mother speaks.
Maybe Pusha wrote that.
About him,
It-
yes.
no, not only that, the way her delivery is very
Soothing.
soothing. Like I watched the interview with Angie Martinez,
Ugh,
and she was very soothing. Like
I love Angie.
I felt good listening to his mom.
It's crazy because you got his mom and you got Nipsey's mom, who are pretty much have the same like soothing
Spiritual.
and spiritual way, but their sons are like fucking killers.
No, but see,
But the thing
think-
is that
hold on,
that's
no.
what we see. There's much more. Like, you know, when we look at these gangsters, these people in the life,
it's not
you
even
could say.
gangsters. It's just people
No,
are
because
layered.
that's what
Yeah,
that's
they
what
are
Pop
layered.
Smoke portrayed, a gangster. So if
That's
you're
what
gonna
I'm
take
saying.
it there,
That's what I'm
you know,
pretty
you
much
peel
saying.
back the
They're-
layers of a gangster. There's so many other layers that come with. A lot of these gangsters are loving people.
Just stop calling them gangsters. I don't like that.
They
You
was
know-
victim. They was products of their environments for a little bit, but then they grew up out of it, and that's what the thing is with both of them. Like I think with Nip, he had more to him. Like he was an activist. He was trying to build up his
Exactly.
community.
And a professional nigga slapper.
Yeah, that too,
Yeah,
for sure.
the victory slap.
And with Pop, he was coming up and he was trying to get out of that lifestyle, and it was a robbery that went wrong and
Yo, I'm
shit that fucked up.
gonna go back to the victory slap. You think that valet driver talks about it all the time? Like,
Of course.
are people interviewing this guy?
No,
Like,
probably
Vlad
not,
probably interviewed him.
'cause he's the feds. But you know what I noticed about rappers that you're talking about that? Like rappers who have like deeper purpose or just like think deeper are usually the ones with the longest careers. You ever noticed that? Like the more shallow guys just here today, gone tomorrow. But like niggas like even Drake comes from like somebody who has a good relationship with his mom. I noticed that men that have
J.
more of
Cole,
a more complete
Jay-Z,
that foundation,
Nas.
their careers are longer. This tells you something.
Well, Tupac
Be
had
nice
a
to your
great-
baby mamas
Well,
so they
Tupac
can be healthy.
had a great relationship with his mother.
Yeah, but his mom,
and look at the
Same
legend
thing with
he
Biggie.
became.
yeah, but his mom was unstable. She was a drug addict. She
Tupac's
had him
mom?
early. Yeah,
Yeah,
She was a drug addict.
yeah.
You never watched-
Well,
she was.
J. Cole's mom
She
kind of
was.
an
She was
alcoholic.
doing. You know, she was under the influence a lot of
She
the
was
time.
doing things she had to do because she was a product of her environment.
Yeah,
but
she was also a
Tupac-
Black Panther big activist.
But
Like, she
Tupac
was-
had a long. He didn't have a long life, but he had a long lasting career. You know,
I mean, and it's still shining.
and it's still in
Like,
his trajectory.
They just remade a Tupac movie.
and he was
They
going to
should
be an
need to
actor.
stop doing that.
They're gonna drop a new Tupac album in
They need to.
2025.
They need it. Well, that's because he's still rapping.
Yeah,
They're getting his
He's in Cuba.
vocals from Barbados or Cuba, wherever he is, and that's all. He's gonna be rapping about how Cuba's
Yo.
protesting right now.
Yo, the Tupac myth is.
Imagine.
Yo, he's really the Lockless. I mean, Sasquatch.
Ooh.
Tupac.
Oh my goodness. He's dead, you guys.
It's just hip hop conspiracies, you know.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace, Pop Smoke. Rest in peace, Tupac Shakur, because he is dead too.
Rest in peace, Biggie too. So.
Rest in peace, Biggie. But we weren't talking about Biggie.
No, I mentioned Biggie when having good relationships with their mother.
Oh yeah, that's true too. Yeah, look at that. Well, Snow Allegra also put out an album, and I'll just go since my mouth is already moving. I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't like it. It was cool. I like what she was trying to do. She was trying to give us sexy R&B ish. She experimented. She stepped outside of her box. I'm proud of her for that. But I don't know if that's what I was looking for from her. So I went in with R&B ish expectations and really didn't get that. So
Yeah.
I feel like my craving wasn't fulfilled.
Yeah, it was coming from that last album, In the Fields, I think it was. In the Fields 2 or some shit like that.
Yeah, In the
Was
Fields
last
2.
one. In the Fields 2. Like coming off of that, going into this, all those fields again. Going into this, like you would think that she would like grow off of that album because that album was so fucking phenomenal. But like even with this album, it was like I can pull certain shit that I want off it. It's like a Drake album. I'll pull certain shit I want off of it, and I'll be fine with it. Like I'm not saying like this album's not that. It's not that great. It's not. There's some shit that I would fucking play back.
It wasn't mind blowing
again.
Yeah, you know what I just noticed? You flipping through the screen right now. All her album poses are nearly the same.
She's always.
Yeah.
That's so true. I was gonna say a joke about her eyes being open on this album cover, and maybe that's why it wasn't that good. But her eyes are open on all the other ones.
except for the one that was amazing.
Yeah, maybe she should close her eyes again. Maybe that's it right there. That's
she needed to feel those again.
Yeah, I do appreciate the Tyler the Creator feature. He also produced that song, both of those, and the James
Fauntleroy.
Yeah, I enjoyed the features. They made sense.
They need a Cocaine's 80s track.
Yeah, it's not giving what needed to be gave. Like I just don't.
Maybe this is an album that will grow on people.
Hopefully, because right now, it's not working for me. It just isn't. You know, we expected so much.
That's why the hype was too high.
The hype was too
it's
high.
like if SZA gave you something like this.
Bruh, if SZA misses, I'ma cry.
But is it a miss if it's something that's gonna grow on you or just didn't meet your expectations? Is it really a miss? Or is it just gonna be a good album that you just thought was gonna be a great album?
No, I can accept a good album because to me she can't beat Control. There's just certain albums that artists can't uphold to. Like Kanye can never make another college dropout. Another graduation. He can never make any of those.
He can't make another fucking my
Don't say it.
Dark and Twisted Fantasy.
Exactly. So like we always talk about how we can't expect the artist to do that great thing again. But at the same time, it should at least be close. Adele did it back to back. 21 and 25 was amazing.
And 19.
19 was amazing too. But I don't mention 19 because some people don't know 19. But all three. So it's possible to come out with another. It never will be Control. Just like we'll never hear another album like Snow with Her Eyes Closed. But
it's called Those Feels Again.
I mean, listen to the title. Ugh. That's ugh. It's like you already know it's gonna come for your soul. But it wasn't a miss. But it just wasn't good. Like I would still appreciate it.
You expected way more.
Not even.
And it was left.
That's what I'm saying. Your expectations was high, and she just fell short of it. And
it's just the quality wasn't there for me. It wasn't even like her not doing slow songs.
So will you return to this album?
I've gone back to it to give it a like, and then I give up. I'm like, I can't even finish it.
Maybe you gotta be in a certain type of.
Maybe I'm not rich enough. You're right.
Or no,
You know?
maybe you just aren't. You gotta. Did you turn it on while you're cleaning? Did you turn it on while you're showering? Like when did you turn
Different
it on?
That
setting.
also matters.
I turned it on first thing in the morning on a Saturday morning. Then I did Saturday night, and then I did Sunday cleaning, and it still did not work.
No. Hey.
So I don't know, but I'm not gonna dismiss her. Like she's canceled. Fuck Snow.
Yeah, no.
Like nah, she's still great.
No, it's still Snow.
And she's very beautiful. God bless.
Yes, she is. That Swedish soul.
Vince Staples also put out an album which I did not listen to. Did y'all listen to it?
I listened to half of it.
I listened to it. It was all right.
It's just regular Vince.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing crazy. Like I thought he was gonna be talking something like crazy, like how he actually talks. But
Is this an album?
yeah,
Yeah, it was
10
definitely an album.
tracks.
22 minutes long, 10 tracks.
Yeah, it was quick to get to, so quick to get through. So.
Yeah, I only listened to half of it.
22 minutes. That's a ride to work.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Well, I'll definitely check it out. I'm a fan of him, like his personality.
Yeah, his personality is off the charts. So,
but the music is. He's not batting. What is it? 60? You said.
Yeah,
he's
he's
not
batting
batting
like
a
a 35.
Drake is batting 95 for me, but it's fine. Jimmy Jam and Tyree Lewis.
yeah,
Fill us in. I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis is?
No.
They're
The dudes that
iconic.
came out did a song with
They're iconic producers, R&B producers.
Jimmy Jam. It sounds familiar. They're older guys,
They're
right?
older guys.
I know Terry Lewis
Oh,
did
Jimmy Jam, the guy with the hat.
a song with Macklemore, right?
I don't
Terry
know
Lewis
the-
did one, I think, with Macklemore.
Maybe.
No, the guy who sings with him, his last name is Lewis. The white guy that plays the keys and stuff.
I don't know. But yeah, they came out with an R&B album.
Is it the guy or is it the black dude on the song?
They came out with an R&B album, which is it has a lot of like older acts on it. It was
Oh,
actually pretty
yes,
dope.
I heard about
It
that.
was actually pretty dope.
You were in your old man bag?
He was definitely in his own man bag.
Was I? Was I just embracing my?
Your age?
No, just the music that.
Remembering the times?
Yeah. So
Reminiscing?
it was.
What's the name of the album? I cannot find it.
I don't know the name of it. I forgot it. It was It was on the front page of the album shit
Apple.
of Apple. Yeah.
This is not Apple. This is Title. I don't use Apple. Blasphemy. Is this it right here?
Probably.
Yeah, this is it right here.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
it.
so Jam
Right there.
and Lewis, Volume 1. So there's going to be more
Mary
volumes.
J.
Yeah. Mary
Boyz
J.
II Men.
Boys to Man.
Ooh.
Mariah
Babyface,
Carey.
Tony Braxton.
Braxton,
Excuse me.
Heather Headley, Charlie Wilson, Usher, Jerome Morris Day. Morris Day?
Yeah.
And The Roots. Ooh, I got to hear that.
Yeah. So it's a good album. I'll go check it. I recommend you guys check it out.
Yo, by the way, a lot of people don't talk about this, but Tony Braxton put out a good album also this year or late last year. This one right here, Spell My Name. This is grown folk music.
I remember you told me about it last year.
I like it. I like what she's doing. She's a bold baddie.
A bald baddie.
Yeah. And IDK, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a hip hop album. So that was actually pretty good. I'll check it out.
I heard of him, but I don't know if I've ever listened to a full project by him.
Yeah,
Wow,
Yeah,
he
actually.
looks kind of crazy.
yeah.
What song did he put out that's popular?
I fucking forgot, but yeah, I fucking forgot.
I'm thinking of the Orange song. Never mind, that's not him. That's the guy who sings Do-Rag Activity.
Do rag activity, huh?
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, gosh. Now I have to look it up because it's eating me inside. Do-Rag Activity with Travis Scott. I spelled it wrong. I wish somebody could Baby Keem. I was thinking
Baby
about
Keem.
Baby Keem. Okay.
My boy
never
tried to
mind.
tell me about him today. The
Yeah,
listener
he's
Baby
alright.
Keem.
He's cool.
Yeah.
So you put this on the list and you didn't listen to that?
What, the IDK album?
Yeah.
I did, but no one else listened to it. So
Well, what'd you think?
Oh, it was a good album. I actually enjoyed it. But you got to be into hip hop to actually.
It's like Boom Bappy?
Yeah, boom, bappy. So
Okay. Styles P put out a project too. I thought that was
he
just
did. He did.
He's
put out a
rapping.
project.
I
He's
did hear
rapping,
that
rapping.
one.
He's
I did
rapping,
hear that
rapping.
one. I heard that in the Papoose.
And what you call
Papoose?
it?
dropped something.
Yeah, Papoose dropped something. I
Whoa,
didn't
that
listen to
fell out of my radar.
It's Ghosting is his new album, but it's The Real is actually narrating it. Is on the first part. Yeah. So they're pretty funny. So they have a podcast out too. So
I'm definitely gonna listen to this. This
Yeah.
did
And it was a
not
lot of Styles P. It was,
come into my radar. I really I enjoyed his last one, Presents, in 2019. I enjoy Styles. I enjoy the rapidy rap guys now more than I ever have. Like before, I knew they were just nice, but like now that I can understand, like I revisited AT Aliens last week at work. Wow, changed my life.
change your life.
Changed my life.
You want to
I've
be
been
part of the
listening to it-
Dungeon family?
I've been listening to it ever since like it just came out. But shout out to Styles P, who is still able to have an amazing pen at this point in his career. Blast and Bino also put out a project, which
Yeah.
is a vibe.
It is a vibe. I
Because-
love Blast actually. Blast
No,
is
me
dope.
too.
Blast
He's gonna
is
be
so
at
dope.
Rolling Loud for the one in New York.
Yeah, Blast is dope, and I was surprised he actually put out a project after like just like a quick turnaround from last year.
I know that was fast, but this is what we like, right? We
Yeah.
like to see something every year at least.
So it was good. I like this project.
It's good. It's nice and you
Yeah.
know, it's nothing crazy, but it's a good listen.
It's a good if you want to just throw it on and drive. So
Yes. Okay. Finally, the moment we've been waiting for. Jesus, I thought we would never get there. Kanye West.
Yo, you notice how nobody's excited but you?
Let's go.
I will say one thing. I do hope that, you know, we get some good stuff on this.
Honestly, I know you're both gonna hate because you're both haters.
I just hope
especially you.
I mean, the track list
You know
looks
how
very good.
Young and May says, "I always gotta hit it to the left of me." Well, I always gotta hate it to the left of me. But for me, Kanye has never fucking failed.
All right, let me say something real quick.
Go ahead.
I just hope he's in a better headspace. That he got away from that evil empire with the Kardashians.
But he was never in a bad headspace.
I mean, he's never gonna get away from it.
Well, he hasn't talked to Kim unless they talk to lawyers about the kids.
How do you know?
That's what the blogs are saying. that's what these white people on People's Magazine are saying.
Black Twitter.
Nah, but I just hope that he's in a better headspace since he got.
He was never in a. He found God. What are you talking about?
I mean, because you find God doesn't mean that.
Yeah, but just because he supported Trump doesn't mean he was in a bad headspace.
Have you heard his last albums? He was not a good headspace.
The last one is the gospel album.
Oh, I didn't listen to that.
Oh, and I thought it was great.
Yeah,
it wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible.
I just hope he's in a better headspace, just so that he
been
can
in a better headspace.
clear his mind. Because he actually brought my guys out to Wyoming, right? That's where he is.
Yeah, Wyoming.
Yeah, Wyoming. He brought them out there. Like supposedly he has Griselda on this. He has everything. But Kids See Ghost was, and the other one.
I don't count
Yay.
that. That's a joint album.
And Yay was. So.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. Yay was.
Life of Pablo was actually pretty decent.
Life of Pablo was hitting the 45% of your 70% that you like.
This is so wild.
What? You didn't like Life of Pablo?
It was
Life of Pablo is a classic album.
All right, so
classic.
Yes.
Drake?
That's for her.
Yeah, Drake got classic albums.
Classic?
No, it's not just for me. People say
is
this.
for you.
It's not.
I do like the project.
Point them out.
Are you serious right now?
Point out those people.
I'm not calling that classic.
Point out those people who said Life of
don't
Pablo
have
is
to.
a classic.
It's a good project.
Okay. I'm not going back and forth with you, old man. I'm not doing it. I'm not going back and forth with Boom Bap 1 and Boom Bap 2.
After seeing the track list, I'm hoping, I
hope it just has
it's a good album.
Yeah, me too.
I hope it's really true that he's gonna outdo himself.
I hope
really
after
do.
naming an album after his mother, that is actually a good album.
Yeah, don't put your mom's name on trash. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But he's still talking about God and he's still talking about Jesus. So it's going to be interesting to hear because Justin LaBoy already hyped it up. Kevin Durant hyped it up. Somebody else hyped it up. And actually Meek Mill told everybody to sit the fuck down. And he's like, y'all can say what you're going to say, but I don't believe this is going to be as good as you're saying. But Justin LaBoy went on Twitter and amped it up. Said that he's light years. First of all, Kanye is always ahead of the game. We already know that. Like, that's not a surprise. But then he said that when his album comes out, it'll be the only thing we'll listen to for a long time. So rappers save your release. I'm like, you're doing too much now.
Also,
I don't trust. How old is he? 20 years old.
Not to hate on Justin LaBoy, but who is taking
respectfully?
Respectfully, who's taking musical?
That's what I'm saying.
Musical opinions from him.
Nobody.
Nobody's taking musical opinions from him either. But then Kevin Durant
said something.
But what I'm saying is, these are non-music people. A basketball player, a commentator.
Whoa. LeBron James' taste is near prestigious.
Is it?
You know what I mean?
I think so.
He definitely has good taste.
LeBron has good taste, but LeBron also tried to remake the deluxe album. So
I'm not taking your word for it until I listen to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not taking your word for it till I listen to it.
Yeah.
And I can factor my own opinion.
Yeah. My ears don't hear what they're saying. I'm gonna form my own opinion about shit. So.
Of course, absolutely. I'm just excited that something is coming. I'm not saying it's gonna be the best.
Is it gonna drop though?
We don't know.
Is it gonna drop that night, or is it gonna wait for
He's
like
having
an hour?
He's having a listening party
He's
in
still trying to mix
Atlanta.
it.
He's having a listening party in Atlanta. He gave away 500 tickets to 500 lucky people who get to hear whatever the hell it is that he's saying that he has. So we'll see on Twitter what the people say, not no Justin LeBoy, Kevin Durant, or whoever. And yeah, I'm just excited anytime Kanye drops anything.
If you have a big talking presence on social media or somewhere, magazine, whatever it may be, and you slip up big, like let's say for example in this occasion where he's saying it's gonna be the greatest album, you know what I mean? He's amping it up and it falls apart. Should we have that person removed from the position?
I don't think he'll be removed from his position.
But I'm just saying, like, his voice will be minimized.
His credentials will definitely be lower. He'll get made fun of for a long time, and then people forget it.
His voice will be minimized. Like, he won't be as prevalent as he is now. And it's like all them. Like, if you're a dude and you reposting any Justin LeBoy tweets, don't follow me on any social media.
Oh my
accounts,
God, he's so toxic. But listen, not only that,
but that,
you know what that reminds me of? Chance the Rapper has the worst music takes. Like, why do we still listen to his takes? This man said that Justin Bieber's album was gonna be Michael Jackson's Thriller. He's talking about the one Justice. That was not even near Justin Bieber's best album.
He also, what was it that he said about Kanye?
Well, Chance also made an album about loving his wife.
He was voting
horrible.
for Kanye.
No. But what did he say about Kanye before and on that record? He said something on the record.
I made
Jesus Walks. I'm never going to fail. No. He said I met Kanye West. I'm never going to fail.
And then Kanye West is yelling at him.
Oh yeah, I saw that. He wasn't really yelling at him. Though. That was taken out of context.
But that was a hard verse from Chance, though.
Yes.
On Ocean Light Beam, that was a hard verse. He hasn't made an amazing
song.
I like Chance as a rapper.
After Coloring Book, he hasn't made another.
I think Ultralight Beam is a perfect song.
Oh yeah, it is a great song.
That's a perfect song.
Yeah.
Somebody asked us on Twitter earlier. It was what is?
I think it was Cooch. Shout out.
No, it wasn't Cooch. It wasn't Cooch. Cooch posted his take on it, his quote, his song, but it was like what is the perfect song? Perfect rap song.
I said Roses by Kanye West on that post. And it was Coogee that tweeted it.
It was Coogee? Mm-hmm. Oh. Well, it was Juicy.
Juicy. Oh, yeah. It's not a debate. Not a debate, man.
I'm going to go a little different doing it. LL Cool J.
That's a good song.
Or Hey Lover.
Oh.
I was going to go Juicy
it's the sample for me.
Or Marcy by Jay-Z.
Marcy is a...
Wow, it's music to my ears.
So
there's a lot of perfect rap songs.
Gin and Juice.
Yeah. There's just some songs that are untouched and you play them and it still has the same impact it had when it came out. So hopefully Kanye West's project people will enjoy. I will enjoy it no matter what it is. He could say Jesus. He could say bibbity boop, and I'm gonna enjoy it. He did it, and I did. So
scoop.
So you're the fan because somebody posted this years ago. They tweeted this years ago. Kanye West is gonna sell people an empty CD case, and say that you have to imagine my music. And people's gonna say it's a classic. You're the type of person that would do that.
No, I would not do that. That is hilarious.
But that's not far off.
That's
all. That's not far off. He sold a blank CD.
Exactly.
No, it wasn't blank.
It was fucking trash.
It had no graphic.
It had nothing.
It was fucking trash.
It was ahead of its time.
It wasn't trash, but it wasn't great.
It was ahead of its time.
I threw that CD. It's somewhere on Route 10 right now. I threw that shit so far out.
It's not Route 10 anymore.
You pulled the Clio?
It was outside my shit. I threw it right outside the window. Fuck this shit.
I remember that day like it was.
I thought my speakers broke. Like when I put it in, I thought my speakers broke. I threw that shit right out.
That's funny. That's hilarious. Yeah, Yeezus, I liked it off the first listen. So that's just me.
It was
Not
a great
every
concert.
Song on there was good. There's like 3-4 skips.
I mean, but you are
You are a Kanye stan.
Kanye stan.
No, I'm not a Kanye. I'm a Kanye fanatic, not a stan, because I don't stand for everything this nigga says. So
Okay.
don't
I
associate
will
me.
vouch for you on that.
Yeah.
That is true.
Because when he was acting crazy, I had to get rid of him from my sanity. Because
But he puts on good shows though. Like the Giza show
it's
was
a
actually a
full
great
production.
show. The Giza show was a great show. The
He's
fucking
a genius.
The album sucked.
That
but
we're
the
not gonna
CD
take from
was,
him.
but the performance was great.
You're both talking at the same time.
Well, now we're not talking at all.
Oh, come on, man. What did you say?
No, I was just saying, like, he's a genius.
He
He's
is.
a genius. Like, you can't take that away from him.
You went to the Yeezy store, I'm assuming?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it was a great show.
It was beautiful. Oh,
I was
can't
like 2
wait.
rows off the floor.
This is like when Beyonce drops for me. It's like, she does no wrong. She does no wrong.
Are you going
God
in with
bless.
any expectations?
I'm expecting features, new features. I feel like Kanye knows he's
The track
very
list
good
is out,
at.
isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, Dan, you said the track. You seen the track list, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's very good at knowing the young guy that's gonna pop. Like he was on Chief Keef early. He was on Chance the Rapper early. There was somebody else that he co-signed. He co-signed so many people on the low. He did a feature with Estelle,
Cudi.
American Boy. Who?
Cudi.
Of course. Travis Scott. Like he just knows. He has the ear. So I trust his features. Do I trust his production? I trust his production. Do I trust his engineering? His mixing? Maybe not. Because that nigga be going in and doing last minute changes. He be acting up. But also, we can't be calling him crazy too much because he really is bipolar. So he actually does have a brain dysfunction. So, but I am expecting nothing but greatness from him. Everything he
Nigga's
does
still
is great.
crazy.
Don't do that. Oh my god.
I'm going in with no expectations. You know, I am curious to hear a West Side Gun, Conway,
That
And
would be
Benny.
so ill.
Yeah.
and Kanye. I do want to hear what Rick Ross is gonna put on this album.
Whatever this is gonna sound luxurious.
You know, I think those are the people I'm looking towards the most on the project. But I'm interested. So
I mean, it's Kanye West. Who's not interested, right? No matter all the crazy things he's done and said, we still look forward to his music every time it comes out. Even if you don't like it, you're still looking for it. So, you mentioned Conway the Machine. Conway put out a track list. This man is on fire. So, I'm not surprised. All the features, let's see. I can't really.
He has a little. That's producing by Derringer.
Oh,
He has a Lil Wayne feature, Rick Ross feature.
okay. I can't really see.
He has a T.I. feature. He has a Benny and West Side Gun, obviously.
you got Jay Skis on there.
The biggest one that I'm surprised about is the Jill Scott feature.
Yes. That is the one I was trying to look for.
Keisha Plum also, obviously. So.
And the production, Alchemist, Hit Boy, this is going to be good. This is going to be so good. Justice League,
But when has he put out a bad project, Vance?
album of the year.
You tell me. You got album of the year for me. Is he gonna outdo album of the year and
I
win
told
one,
you guys
two
he was
slots?
the best one. I never said lyrically.
No, he's definitely the best one out of the clique.
I still can't say that.
Musically.
Benny, now Benny is a problem too.
Benny is the star.
Take away the lyrics. I'm talking about product. The finished product.
Conway's a beast.
Oh, he's a beast. He knows what he's doing.
So-
I feel like he's more musically tapped in. Like
'Cause
a
he's-
Jill Scott feature.
He's older and he knows what works.
Yeah.
But he's not that much older than them.
True, but you know
He's the older brother.
he
cousin?
studied under like the Jay-Z's. You know, he studied those guys. You know, Benny's a little younger, so he had to go and kind of not research, but you know,
He's a student.
he's a student versus growing up with it is a little different.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm
excited
excited for the second half of this year's music. We have SZA, we have Conway,
We have Drake.
we have Drake, DK, we have
Do we have
Kanye,
Pusha T?
DK.
Drake.
Do we have Pusha
Yeah,
T?
Pusha.
Drake said he's dropping January. He said he was dropping in January.
Oh my
He
god!
didn't tell
he's
us
gonna
in
drop on his
2022.
birthday.
He didn't
He's
tell
gonna
us in
drop on his
2022.
birthday. Real talk.
But if you think about it, Certified Lover Boy, It's
a
a fall. It's fall.
Yeah, it's a
So it
fall or
makes
winter,
sense.
fall or winter album.
He's dropping on
Yeah.
his birthday for sure. Remember, I said that.
I said that last year, and he
Well,
didn't do it.
whenever you're ready, Aubrey, we'll
did
be
say
here
that.
to listen to it. And who else we have? J. Cole's going on tour. Album is still doing well. Boss is coming.
Album is still playing.
I think we might see a Jay-Z album coming soon.
I don't
Yo,
know.
I wouldn't doubt
I
it.
really
He's been
think-
outside.
Jay-Z's been doing some moves, and
He's been
it
outside.
smells like album coming.
It feels like the older guys are inspired. Like
Yeah.
Diddy's working on an album, an
Oh,
R&B
yeah.
album.
He also said he had the R&B
Benjamins.
Benjamins.
So I wanted to ask you guys, if you make a Benjamin song, right? That means you have to have the people in their prime on this song. Who for you gotta be on this to make it an R&B classic? What artist?
It's R&B, so you definitely need her on it.
You need Chris Brown,
You need Chris Brown. You need
Summer Walker.
not so much.
Really?
For
me, Summer Walker
trying
over
to see
her.
trying to see who would fit together. Like you need Chris obviously because that's that nigga.
Well, you put him on anything. Pop.
You got her is
That's a very good question.
but who else? Like would
For me, I got Summer over her because Summer just gives me more bad boy feels than her does.
but I think her is more versatile.
She is.
So she
Of
could
course,
so
she's
she
more-
can blend in with more.
I don't want to put them
more
against each
women.
other, but she's more
Yeah.
skilled than the two.
You can put a SZA.
Mm,
I wouldn't be
For
mad
an
at
R&B
that.
Benjamins?
Ari Lennox.
I could see an Ari Lennox. You know who I would like to see? Like,
Jasmine Sullivan.
that's all you need.
I don't know.
Jasmine
Jasmine
Sullivan,
on
Chris
this.
Brown.
There's so many good acts in R&B right now. That's
I would love to hear Tiana Taylor, even though she claims retirement. But I think Tiana Taylor.
She's pregnant again, or she had a baby, or something like that.
I
They
think
have two
she's
kids.
Just had a baby.
No, she just had the baby.
Yeah.
So.
So that's interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Anything that Diddy does is good. Anything that Diddy touches is good. So except for French
women.
Montana. What?
Except for women.
Cassie has 2 classics. Long Way to Go.
I'm
And
talking about his dating life.
I mean, well, he's a lover.
Damn,
He
you trying to
has
get
loved.
messy on my guy.
Huh?
You trying to get messy on my guy?
He's not a
Love?
cheater. He's a lover.
I'm just saying he dated his son's fling or his son's ex, which is just weird.
Is she not fine?
But it's weird.
It is weird.
It's weird. It's like your
was
mom
they
dated your ex.
A legit couple, or was they just?
All right, so it's like
Fucking?
it's like
Exactly.
your
That
dad.
may be different.
It's like your dad popping your ex,
Yeah, that's weird.
or is that
It
like
is weird.
your mom popping
it is
your
weird.
ex?
But
Like it's
what
just
I'm
weird.
saying is, was she a pickup? Like she was she like
Are you talking about Lori
being-
Harvey?
was she being
was
taken
one of them.
serious? You know what I mean?
First of all,
Like, if
I
it-
don't care who Lori Harvey dates. She could date. She could date my kid. I would date her too if I could.
What I'm saying is, if Lori Harvey was just a pass around,
Oh my gosh, that's
Is
terrible.
Don't
it-
talk about my cousin's girl like that, all right?
no, I gotta keep it real. We're talking something real. You're talking about Diddy like this. What if it was just a pass around?
I'm just saying.
Possible.
It's just
You know what I mean?
weird. It's still weird.
It is weird.
It's still
It is
weird.
weird.
It's
I'm
like
not- I'm
it's like
not
you.
saying
It's
it's
like
not.
you and your pops like
Nah,
tag
that would
teaming and
never
shit.
happen.
Like,
That would never happen. But I get what you're saying.
it's just weird.
That is very weird.
All I'm
just
saying
weird.
is maybe that's what it was. It was no feeling behind it.
But anyway.
Yeah, we gotta wrap up.
Last thing. We do have to wrap up. The Jackie. How do we feel about that song? You see the drop top, bitch. Stop playing with me. J. Cole, Boss, and
Oh,
Lil
I
TJ.
just heard it today. So I can't really
It's cool.
give too much on it.
Okay.
But I thought you were talking about like the Aunt Jackie, like that old school. like
No,
like that
not
shit,
the
like
Aunt
that.
Jackie. Oh my god, not getting light. Okay, that is it. That's all we have. If you enjoyed this episode, listen to the rest of them. Like, share, comment down below. Hit the bell at the top so you can get a notification every time we come out with a new episode. You can also hear us on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, Anchor, and support us. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. If we're talking crazy, tell us we're mad dumb, but tell us why. Let's have this conversation. Let's debate. That's what we do. The two old men usually go head to head, and then the viejita jumps into and says her piece. So this is episode 11 of Mic Check. I am Christina Sev.
I'm Wendell B. Jordan.
And you already know what it is. Your boy Bands. It's a wrap.